is Cary, North Carolina, though I was born in Florida and then moved to North Carolina when I was in 6th grade, but I consider home where my family is, so that's Cary. I got my undergraduate degree at Appalachian State, and then I have my master's degree from ECU. I was a middle school teacher and a high school teacher for 6 years, so I taught English. My husband and I met at App, and when we graduated, we decided that the Raleigh area was probably best to kind of start our careers because he's in tech sales. And we always talked about moving back to Boone, but I always joke around that we thought it was going to be like we had to be miserable for a certain number of years and like really put in the work until we were like allowed to be happy and actually live where we wanted. But then one day we just had a conversation like, well, what if we just did it? And we found the house. Like if you know Boone and Blowing Rock, you know that finding the house is probably the hardest challenge to moving here. So I'm very big on the outdoors. That's kind of like where my love for Boone came from. Just hiking, camping, just kind of like discovering the mountains a little bit more. I also love gardening and hanging out with my family and my dogs and traveling. I have 3 dogs, and one of them is blind and epileptic, and she only has 3 toes, so yeah, so we rescued her, and she's kind of been like, you know, our project, kind of getting her healthy and acclimated. And then, yeah, I have 2 other terriers, so they love it up here, running around and barking at everything. We have cows that like come up to our property. They're not our cows, but they're like pretty much on our property, and horses that are kind of on our property, and 2 goats. So I think some of my big goals for working here at Rumpel is to first connect with as many people as I can. I've already met so many wonderful, kind, compassionate people that really care about their community like I do. And so just working with the youth and children and families and finding ways to kind of reach out to our community and help our community through also learning about God. And I'm just so surprised that Rumpel has such a big presence in the community, and I just feel like we're always helping, and that's something that means a lot to me.